Well, God bless Texas for fighting back against
Yeah.
this weaponized DOJ and trying to actually enforce the law and provide protection against the criminal activity, against the illegal immigration and the invasion that is happening at our border that is impacting every single American citizen here in the States. And that, I was just in Iowa, and the number one issue that people went out to the caucuses was the border. Everybody in the United States is being impacted, and Texas is holding the line against the Biden administration. And what is just a key point here is that it was actually the Border Patrol, David, who came up with this whole barrier buoy system because they tested it. The Border Patrol themselves tested this system with the buoys, and it worked so effectively that they wanted to use it. Border Tax, some of the elite Border Patrol, they tested it and they wanted to implement this and use this. And it was the Biden administration who decided not to use it. So Texas picked up the program from the Border Patrol themselves that Biden refused to use. And another point is it's only 1,000 feet long. It's not even that long. And it's been
Mhm.
very effective on keeping back the illegals.
Well, what's interesting here is that it has been effective, but yet Texas is doing the job of what the federal government is supposed to do all along. And this has been the problem that the federal government has not been doing. And let's be honest, yes, the Biden regime, we talk about them all the time. But past administrations, I mean, Congress has not been able to get the job done. They don't want to get the job done. So it's been left to Texas Governor Greg Abbott to, he gets a lot of criticism. Everybody's saying these are political stunts. But what is he supposed to do at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we're literally being invaded. And that's why he invoked the invasion clause, because you have millions of illegals coming across the border and they're working with the cartels. Like this, the perfect example now that the Biden administration is pushing back on Texas. It'll probably file a lawsuit against them and gave them an ultimatum until yesterday to open up Shelby Park and Eagle Pass to the Border Patrol that they stopped allowing the federal agents to use as a holding point for illegals that the Border Patrol were using for the cartels to be able to bring in their illegal immigrants. So the cartels are using Shelby Park as their point, as their holding place to bring in the illegals. The illegals have Shelby Park on their GPS. They know exactly what location to go to. And basically, the Biden administration is doing the bidding and providing the legal lawsuits for the Mexican government. They are working on behalf of the Mexican government because it was the Mexican government who was against these buoys, who was against the barriers, who's against allowing Texas to keep out the federal agents at Shelby Park for the cartels. So basically, what you have is the Biden administration, the DOJ, working for the cartels because you know that the cartels have influence over the Mexican government. This benefits the cartels when they're not allowed to bring over their illegal immigrants. It hinders them. It stops them from making billions of dollars off of human trafficking and drug smuggling. So that's what's going on in a nutshell.
Yeah, and then the larger point down in Texas is that this is part of the buoy operation, is all part of Operation Lone Star, which my sense of it is that it's going pretty well, as much as Texas can do. What's your sense of how successful Operation Lone Star has been?
Well, I've been down there, David, multiple times, and I've seen it firsthand how effective it is. They've spent $9.5 billion on securing the border for the entire United States. That's money that the federal government should be providing. And instead, Texas has to spend that money. And then they have to spend money on defending themselves against the DOJ for actually securing the border, following the Constitution. You have the DOJ who's being weaponized right now, who's not following the law, and who's forcing Texas to try to not follow the law. It's absolutely insane, but it's very effective. And I've seen it. And I've seen what they have to go through. Every day they put their lives at risk. Every single day, the Texas law enforcement, the Border Patrol, they put their lives at risk out on, I've been out on helicopter operations with them. I've been out on the road with them. I've seen it firsthand what they're trying to do. And the last thing that they need is to have the federal government try to oppose them and literally working with the Mexican government in trying to
Hmm.
oppose them. And the saying, David, come and take it. It started with the Spartans against the Persians. It was the American Revolution against the British. It was the
Right.
Texas against the Mexican government. That's what we're seeing now. Texas is saying, come and take it, and they're holding the line. They're taking a stand. And God bless Texas. I hope they continue to stand strong.